Hi, I'm Robin. Parenting experts generally agree there's several different characteristics which help us to have happy, emotionally healthy children. On our last video, we talked about love and emotional support, filling up your kids' love tank and helping them to know they're valuable. Today, we're going to talk about structure and consistency. Structure says, here's the boundaries. Consistency says, here's the expectations and the outcome. Both of these provide stability because they're predictable, and that's comforting. Number one, kids need structure. This is our family's rules and boundaries. This is meant to be positive. It tells us where the line is. Without these rules and boundaries, our kids feel insecure, like they're free-falling. L.R. Knost is an award-winning author of gentle parenting books, and she says when little people are overwhelmed by big emotions, it's our job to share our calm, not join in their chaos. As you grow comfortable in your parenting role, you can decide where the parameters are for your family. And you can revamp those at any time, but remember they are important because you're laying the groundwork for years to come. In our family, our kids were allowed to take a day or two off during the school year, a mental health day. But if your family values perfect attendance, that wouldn't be acceptable. Families value different things. Some value scholastic or sports or creativity. So you have to find out what's important to your family and put those values in play. If you're setting up rules for your toddler or preschooler, start out with 2 or 3 simple rules. And when they grow accustomed to them, you can add a couple more. Number 2, kids need consistency. They need to know what to expect. We want to set reasonable limits with age-appropriate consequences and follow through. Structure and consistency are helping our kids form their values. Did you ever hear the saying, values are caught, not taught? This means our kids will learn much more from what they see us do than what they hear us say. This will have a greater impact. So we need to live by example. So we have the goal of structure and consistency. But does life ever go off the rails? Does it ever get chaotic and crazy? Yes, yes, and yes. And it usually comes at the most inopportune times. I remember one specific time we were going to take our great auntie out to dinner. The kids were dressed adorable. This was going to be a lovely time. We got just inside the restaurant, and as my husband sat our little girl down, she took off running, and as she did, her little diaper worked its way down, and little rabbit turds went everywhere throughout the restaurant. My husband was in pursuit of her, tucking and scooping the whole way. I was horrified, but in between the tears rolling down my face and laughing, I practically dropped the baby I was holding. My little auntie was terribly confused, didn't even know what was going on. But you know what? That's the way life goes. We set out to have these perfect times, and it never really goes that way, and that's okay. We will look back on these times and smile. An old friend used to say, today is tomorrow's good old days. You know, life is difficult day to day sometimes, and it gets monotonous, and you wonder if there will be any good memories. But you know what? You will look back on today and find some wonderful memories and things to be thankful for. And you'll look back and smile, and maybe cringe a little and smile. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And it's true. Where we put our time, effort, and money is what's important to us. And it's great to want to improve ourselves and to have goals. But we just have to be careful that they line up with what we want for our lives and for our children's lives. So remember, our kids need to know they're loved and valued. They need structure and consistency. And these are just some of the ingredients. You have to come up with your own recipe and perfect it. You're doing a great job. Keep it up, and I'll see you again soon. And if you're liking these videos, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And don't miss my next video, Parenting Tips, Toddlers to Teens. See you again.